Good morning, McAvinnue's School. Mr. Domina here, handling the McAvinue morning announcements. Today is Monday, February 28th, 2021. Pardon me, 2022. Thank you once again for joining me for the Monday edition of McAvinnue's morning announcements, the first day back from winter break edition of morning announcements, and the last day of February edition of morning announcements. And speaking of winter break, I want to welcome everyone back to McAvinue. Hopefully, you had an amazing time last week with the full week off, hanging out with family and friends, doing the things that you love the most. And speaking of love the most, I did love the weather change that we had in the middle of the week. Record high temperatures. It was amazing to get outside, get some fresh air, dress without a heavy jacket, hat, and gloves on. However, it's New England, it's Massachusetts, it's Lowell, and then everything changed by Friday, and we got a decent snowstorm, and there's still snow outside when I look out the window right now. However, the weather this week, not going to be super warm, so most of that snow should probably stick around at least until next week. Next week, the temperatures are supposed to go back to normal, which means a lot of melting of snow and outdoor recess, hopefully. All right. So now that we're back from the winter break, we have tons to cover today on the Monday edition of McAvinnue's morning announcements. So let's get to it, everyone, and start like we normally do by coming together as one unified collective school, showing our ultimate sign of respect by reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. So let's stand up, turn your voice off, get your right hand over your heart, and make sure to face the flag that's in your classroom or learning space, and we will begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amazing job, everyone. And we're going right into McAvinnue's brand new yoga pose of the week, and it's called the sandwich pose. And if you look at the card, it is an orange pose, which means it is not a standing yoga pose in the traditional sense that we would think of yoga pose. That's the red pose. The orange pose involves staying in a seated position, and that can be done at your desk, in your chair that's with your desk, or on the rug area. It's up to you. But the sandwich pose really allows us to release any tension that we might have in our body with a nice, really lower body stretch. Even though our movements seem like it's going to be with our upper body, you're going to feel the stretch in your lower body. And according to this yoga pose, it's really going to help our body process the food that we eat. We call that digestion, where your food is broken down and sent to all parts of your body that it needs to go to. That is called digestion. All right. So let's get to it. So take a look at the pictures as we set up this pose. So I'm sliding back a little bit. And right now you want to scooch to the end of the chair if you're in a chair right now. If you're on the rug, just stay seated. And what you want to do is stretch your legs out, just like the picture. All right. And when you stretch those legs out, remember on the rug area, you might have to move a little bit so your legs can be stretched out completely. All right. And what you want to do is put your hands above over your head. All right. And then you simply want to stretch forward, like in position number 3 on the right hand side. And now you will feel that stretch in the back of your legs. Okay. Take a deep breath in and release it. And see how far you can get to your toes. Remember, keep your bottom on the floor or at the edge of your chair. Take another deep breath in and release it. Now put your hands right back above your head. All right. Take another deep breath in and release it. And then put your hands in your lap. All right, so that's the sandwich pose. We're going to continue to do this pose for this week all the way up until Friday. Remember, on Friday, we pause our yoga because it'll be time to celebrate all the hard work that we've accomplished through Friday Dance Party, right? We get our bodies and minds working together as one in a different way on that day, but we still have 3 days to really practice this pose, not including today. So let's give it a try and see if we can enjoy the sandwich pose. I love that name, by the way, sandwich pose. All right, nice job, everyone. We are moving on to birthdays. And as I mentioned in the Friday edition of morning announcements before the holiday break, pardon me, the winter break, I said that we would cover all of the birthdays during the week that we are off, as well as the birthdays that we typically cover on the Monday edition. So let's just get to it. All right. So on Sunday, February 20th, 2022, that was last Sunday, we had Eva's birthday. Eva's birthday in room 201. On Monday, the 21st of February, we had no birthdays. And on Tuesday, the 22nd, we had Miss Sonia's birthday, who works downstairs in the speech room. So it was her birthday. On Wednesday, the 23rd of February, we had no birthdays. And on Thursday, February 24th, we had many birthdays. We had Thomas's birthday in room 108. We had Edward's birthday in room 304. We had Katatua. I think I'm pronouncing that name correctly, in room 211. And we had Meliana's birthday in room 304. On Friday, the 25th of February, we have Genesis in room 303, Clemente in room 302, and Michael in room 301. And on Saturday, February 26th, now we're getting closer to being all caught up. We had 3 birthdays. Pedro in room 310. We had Amanda's birthday in room 302. And we had JCL's birthday in room 202. So that brings us up to date, and we are fully caught up because the Monday edition of Morning Announcements, remember, we cover the Sunday birthdays as well as the Monday birthdays. So let's get to those. So on Sunday, February 27th, which was yesterday, we had Yanalia's birthday in room 204. And today, on the 28th of February, I can't believe it, we have 0 birthdays, no student and no faculty birthdays. So let's give a nice birthday celebration, a round of applause for all the birthdays that we missed last week, as well as the birthday that we missed on Sunday, which was Yanalia's birthday. And let's give our celebration round of applause, hands ready to go. All right, and just to let you know, we have lots of birthdays to cover on the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, right in the middle of this particular week, and all of those birthdays will be covered on the Wednesday edition of Morning Announcements. So happy birthday, happy belated birthday, and more to come for birthdays at McAvinue. All right, here we go. McAvinnue's joke of the day. And if you notice, right, we're going to be approaching the month of March and entering that month tomorrow, which means that's right, it's St. Patrick's Day is really going to be the theme of the month of March. So I did the green backdrop, and this particular joke has to do with St. Patrick's Day. And when you think of St. Patrick's Day, you always think of leprechauns. So I want you to get that in your mind as we start the joke. So here we go. What kind of spells do leprechauns use? Think about that one. What kind of spells do leprechauns use? Do you have your guess, prediction, or suggestion locked in your mind? All right, I think everyone's ready to go. The answer is, that's right, Lucky Charms. They use Lucky Charms. That's the spells that they end up using, right? And so when you think of Lucky Charms, you think of that particular cereal that has a leprechaun on there. I actually really enjoy Lucky Charms. And I'm not such a huge marshmallow fan of Lucky Charms. I'm actually a huge fan of the little cereal bites that are in there. I mean, I like it all together, but those little cereal bites are my favorite. Most people really enjoy the little tiny marshmallows. All right. All right. So that's McAvinnue's joke of the day. Remember to share it with family and friends to get them to smirk, to get them to smile, and better yet, to get them to laugh. That is a good one. More jokes to come on the Wednesday edition of Morning Announcements. All right, we do have some good news stories to share. Take a look at this particular picture, and then the next 2 good news stories really focus on ST Math. Actually, the next 3 really focus on ST Math. So we have Barbara in room 204, and she just completed her grade 1 journey objectives, all of them for grade 1, including the puzzles. So she is cruising and making some great strides with ST Math, like many of our students are, but she just completed it right before we left for the winter break. So we wanted to give Barbara a nice shout out. And we also have another ST Math shout out, and not 204, my apologies. It's actually room 302, and that is Olivia. So I didn't change the homeroom. So I picked up that mistake. So I caught myself. So no one can say I messed up on the homeroom. But that's Olivia in room 302. She completed all of the 3rd grade journey objectives connected to ST Math, which is simply amazing. So keep plugging away, everyone, at ST Math. I do have a big announcement to make after this. So let's give our congratulations, celebration, round of applause, hands ready to go for these good news stories. All right, keep those good news stories coming in. I'd be happy to share them out during morning announcements as usual. And right now, I have 0 good news stories to share out for the Wednesday edition, so I need them, so keep them coming to me. And speaking of good news stories, that's right, we have to give, ooh, look at, we got a leprechaun there, Gigi rocking the little leprechaun St. Patrick's Day hat, and Mr. Domino right below me. I don't know what I'm doing. Looks like I'm doing some sort of Bitmoji karate move. Who knows? Would I do that? Probably. All right. So we do have to give the final week update for ST Math. Now, I did do the share out. We already met the goal on by Thursday of the week before we left for the break, but I wanted to give the official breakdown and update of how we did on the 5th and final week of the ST Math Winter Waddle Challenge. All right. So right below me is the actual screenshot that we have from ST Math, but I'm going to enlarge it because my old eyes don't work like they used to. That's right. We hit it. We went to 67, an average of 67 puzzles completed for all students at McAvinue, which is the second highest total in our 5-week challenge. Our highest total was actually 73. So simply amazing, everyone. We were 5 for 5 all 5 weeks for the Winter Waddle Challenge were accomplished by McAvinue, and I know for a fact that the people from ST Math reached out to McAvinue and said that we were one of the top schools, not in Lowell, but in all of Massachusetts and including across the country. All right. Now, my phone's ringing in the background over there, so just have to bear with me because I'm not going to pick it up because it's morning announcement time. All right. So we did an amazing job during the Winter Waddle Challenge overall. So I want to congratulate everyone for doing it. We do have an awesome certificate coming, and I hope we have some other cool swag for the school around ST Math. So when I get that information and Mrs. Bellarose gets that information, we will make sure to share it out with everyone. But that deserves another celebration round of applause. So here we go. So nice job. So that's the official Winter Waddle Challenge is over, but Mrs. Bellarose and I are planning on meeting this week to come up with our next ST Math Challenge that we'll just do inside of McAvinue. So stay tuned for that, but nice job, everyone. So proud of the effort around ST Math and all the work that everybody's completing. All right, so when you see that blank teal screen this week, you know it's time to talk about McAvinnue's core values. What's the first one, everyone? Awesome. That's right. It's respect. And how about the second one? You know it. It's responsibility. And that final one, very important. That's right. It's safety. So today's core value challenge is really going to focus on responsibility. And typically when we come back from any type of vacation that we have, we always focus on responsibility, particularly the schedule that we have that includes the work that we need to complete, because we need to start out strong. We need to make sure that we're ready to learn. We need to make sure that we're good to go to get back in the swing of learning, because March is the longest month of the school year with 0 breaks. So we have to start out strong today by making sure that we're on top of our schedule, on top of our work, making sure that we're putting out full effort so that we can be responsible McAvinue Lions here at the best school that we all know. That's it for the core value challenge for today. It's just going to focus on responsibility, getting your schedule up and running, getting your work completed, as well as just following all the general rules that we have here in the building. My phone's ringing again, and I'm actually not going to pick it up. All right. So that's it. So I have nothing else to say about the responsibility core value challenge for today. So please give me a double thumbs up if you can accomplish that particular core value challenge. All right, awesome. And remember, when we put respect, responsibility, and safety all together, that's right, we will continue to make McAvinue the best school that we all know. So that's it from me. So that is the Monday edition of McAvinue's morning announcements. Let's get our fist up and let's turn it, and we'll do our fist bump sign out. 1, 2, 3. So go get them today. Work hard today. Laugh today. Smile today. Remember your responsibility core value challenge today. Start out strong. You're going to do amazing. I know it. And remember, enjoy your first day back after the winter break. I know today's going to be hard for everyone, but it's so great to be back in the best school that we all know. And stay tuned for the Wednesday edition of McAvinue's morning announcements, where we have more great things that we're going to cover, like a new joke of the day, practice some yoga together, have some good news stories to share out. So that's it from me. So I'll catch up with everyone soon, which is like in literally 2 minutes, and all the usual places, which is everywhere. So take it easy, and I'll see you.